What's going on, Thunder fans? We are back for another week of Thunder Things with the Thunder Guys. We are your hosts. I'm Zach.
I am Craig.
And we are the Thunder Guys. It's been rough in Thunder basketball land.
It's an understatement.
That is, listen, you know me, I try to be the optimistic guy. And you try to be the quote-unquote realistic guy.
I feel like the roles have reversed.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like, let's go back 4 or 5 years ago, Thunder basketball. I feel like you were like the guy who's like, well, we're done. This is it.
Whoa, time out.
And I was more of like, hey, man.
2012.
No, I know.
Western
I'm not
Conference
discrediting.
Finals.
I'm not, yeah. I know where you're going with this.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell everybody this.
Yeah, go
listening. We're down 2-0 to the San Antonio Spurs. You were still in high school, weren't you?
Yeah.
So we still had a teacher-student friendship, just to clarify, all you weirdos out there.
I didn't even think about it.
But I remember the Thunder goes down 2-0 to San Antonio. Both those games were in San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, they were the 1 seed, we were the 2 seed. And I said, it's okay. We're about to win 4 straight. The backdoor sweep, if you will. And it happened.
Yeah.
And I remember after every win, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I might actually
really
be right. And so, and I get it. I think we both have our ups and downs, but I feel whenever I scan the Twitter sphere and see what Thunder fans have to say right now, I feel like I'm on top. I'm on cloud 9. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't blame anyone for anything that they're saying at this point. I mean, it's not been good.
Listen, and here I'm going to read verbatim. That way, I don't misquote myself. I was feeling a little spicy last night after the game. I wasn't happy with the Thunder, but I was more unhappy with the way people have been reacting and some of the things they've been saying. And here's what I mean by that: some of these comments that are made are not even reasonable, and they're not even like unreasonable type of reasonable. Does that make sense? Like, even whenever you're emotional and you're unreasonable, it can still be in the realm of, I can understand that. They're emotional. This is like sell the team type of stuff. Not like nobody actually said that, because that'd be dumb. But do you get where I'm going? Just over dramatic. So anyways, verbatim. That means I'm going to read it as it was written.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I said, Thunder fans are unbearable right now. It's honestly so hard to get on here, talking about Twitter, and even read the replies from some of you. Valid criticism is one thing, but unnecessary pessimism is just exhausting. And then I followed it up, of course, with, I love you guys anyway. We're all in this together. We get another chance to watch Thunder basketball on Wednesday, and I'm still just as excited as ever to watch the boys in blue. And I am. Listen, I've been looking forward to tomorrow's game all day. And I'll be honest. All day, son.
Sorry.
After some of these losses, I've just kind of been like, oh my gosh, is the season over yet? Can we just get our first round exit and get out of here?
Dude,
you know what I mean?
So close.
And I get that. But tomorrow, it's Nikki C's night. Nick Collison's jersey. It's going up in the Raptors forever. I really wish I could be there. I'm kind of hoping I'm win some tickets on Twitter or something like that. I don't know. It's probably not happening.
I sent you a link. Did you see?
Did,
okay.
And you better believe I retweeted that. If the Thunder Guys account wins, who gets to go?
Well, I have to work, so it's all you, man.
Oh.
Yeah. I was doing that to help you out. There's no chance I can go.
I appreciate it, because well, you're gonna make baller money.
I'll sell them to you. How about that?
And then split the profit with me.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait a minute. No. I would love to be there. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I'd like for it to. But regardless, I'm excited for the game. Listen, we get to play the Raptors, one of the league's best, and I think that's what better opportunity for us to get things rolling again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Twice in a row.
Yeah, we play them we play at home tomorrow and then in Toronto on Friday. So, man, I don't know. Like I said, I get some of the criticism. I get some of the negativity. I get that fans especially are frustrated. I get it. I really do. And I guess my thing is whenever you cross the line from actual quality criticism to just unrealistic expectations, like should we be winning right now? For sure. Are some of these losses understandable? In my opinion, they are. Not all of them, but some of them. Let's be fair here. But when it comes down to it, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep rolling with the team. All right, I'm not happy with it. That's fine. I'm not going to badmouth Russ. I'm not going to say trade him. I'm not going to badmouth Steven Adams, say bench him. I'm not going to badmouth Billy Donovan yet and say fire him. Listen, if his seat's not feeling a little warm, then I'd be concerned. But just because we start losing all of a sudden, now it's his fault. Do you get where I'm going with that?
I mean...
So wait, do you think it is his fault?
Oh, definitely.
You think he's the primary issue?
If it's a first-round exit, he's done. There's no chance.
You thought that last year, though, right?
Yes,
and
I understood.
I didn't necessarily disagree. I was kind of shocked that, I mean, they flat out. Where's his contract right now? Doesn't he have an extension?
This was the final season, right? Like they picked it up, right?
I thought they gave him an extension.
Or did they pick up like next season as his? I don't know, but.
So you think he's the issue right now?
Well, I think he's part of the issue.
They picked up his option for the 19 to 20 season.
Okay, so next year would be the final year on the contract.
Which, I see this going one of two ways. I think we just had some buzzing going on for the last, 10 minutes. My bad. Anyways.
We've been on for 10 minutes?
I'm just guessing.
Oh.
I don't know. Getting all kinds of hearts going our way, though. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Much love.
Much love.
Sweet.
The primetime games. We've got to sweat some stuff out on the West Coast tonight, right? So let's get our experts back in. Kelly Stewart, Kenny White
Where's
again.
the buzz coming from?
Here's what we're doing.
I had some background sound coming in from a video somewhere, and I was like, where's this coming from? Sorry. Back to focus. Okay. You think he's the main issue. I understand an element of that, but I feel like so many of the complaints are coming from people who don't understand what it actually means to coach a basketball team. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's a majority of people, though. I mean,
I get that, but I don't know. I just think there's so much more going on that we don't know about, and he doesn't get near enough credit when we're winning, but he gets a lot of blame when we're losing. And
but that comes with the job.
I agree. So
it is what it is.
Let's talk.
The Thunder could literally win. How many games we got left?
11.
11? I mean, they could win 9 out of those last 11, and then we're not even having this conversation. That's still very much a possibility with this team.
Yeah.
So to me, that's where it with coaching, it's definitely, like you said earlier, it's when you're winning, everything's good. When you're bad, you get all the blame. I mean, you look at the 0-4 start to the season. I mean, I was done at that point. Like, I wanted him gone during the summer. They brought him back, 0-4 start. I mean, I was over it. But we'll have to see. My thing is if he's not to blame, then what's the problem?
Well, I mean, does he get any credit for how well we played for so long?
Yeah, sure.
So then what happened? Did he just stop caring? Or would it make more sense?
Well, to me, the first strike was whenever he made the excuse for the defense being the offenses are getting better. And then nothing has changed since then. He just kind of accepted that. Well, we're not going to be as good on defense anymore because the offenses are better.
Accepted it, but is he wrong in saying that? Did the Thunder's offense not get better for a little while?
No, it did.
And then everybody figured it out. They can't shoot. They were hot for a little bit. Keep letting them do it. I don't know. So,
I feel like good coaches find ways to win no matter what. I mean, look at the Spurs right now. You know?
All right. Let's look at the last week of games. Yeah, the last week. I feel like we've been playing a lot of basketball lately. Which is cool, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, okay,
It'd be cool. Cool if we're winning some more of those.
So, let's look at last Wednesday. Got a win versus Brooklyn. Terrible first half.
Mm-hmm.
And then, honest to goodness, maybe the best half of basketball the Thunder's played. Maybe not all season, but in a very long time in the second half. Just came out smacking. tore it up, did all kinds of things, and let's be honest, it all started with defense. And I feel like that's where this team is at. We want them to be a three-point shooting team. They're not. We want them to be efficient on offense.
They're not.
They're not. And I love Russell Westbrook, but efficiency just isn't necessarily his game. And I ain't mad about it. You know, everybody wants to compare him to, I don't know, name somebody, Chris Paul. He's not that guy. I don't want him to be that guy. I want him to do his thing because he wins more than he loses. And he has a will to win. Does he do stupid things? Ding, ding, ding.
Always.
Saturday night. We'll get to that. Yeah, he does. And I get that. So
I just want to go back to this preseason talk we had where Russ made a comment about being different this season.
Well,
with
you talking about the technical fouls?
Yeah, well,
I thought he said that like last season.
I thought it was this season
I'm
with like
pretty
his
sure.
daughters being born. They're like, as being a father, made you a different kind of. And he was like, "You'll see" or whatever. Yeah, well, I haven't really seen much of a change, but.
Well, then let's just get right to that. Let's skip over some stuff because everybody knows. Barely lost to Indiana on Thursday night, and you got a little irritated with me because I tried to excuse it a little bit. I called it a scheduled loss. And here's the thing. I say that from a pregame perspective, not from a middle of the third quarter up by 18 perspective. We should have won the game without a doubt. But if you had told me before the game we were going to lose by 2 on a last-second shot, I would have been like, I can understand that. Now, had you thrown in there that we were up by 18 in the middle of the third quarter, I've been like, what the heck is going on? And I don't know.
Yeah. I just feel like at this point in the season, scheduled losses can't be a thing. Even though the schedule is not in your favor, I mean, you've got to find ways to win. And
I agree.
And the good teams are finding ways to win.
Some of them, yeah.
I mean, I
guess that brings up another point. There are other teams that are losing games too. The Thunder look the worst of it, and there are some teams like the Spurs that are just rolling. But
that's the problem. Is like you look at Houston and San Antonio early in the season struggling, and now they're peaking at the right time of the year. And I told you this going into the All-Star break.
You did.
One or two things is going to happen.
You're not wrong.
And you know, unfortunately, it's the Thunder are not playing the best basketball right now, and this is the time of year you want to be playing the best basketball. And that's why I'm worried. That's why at this point, I don't see if the Thunder don't change something. Not that they can't or won't, but I mean, as of right now, I don't see postseason success.
So that brings us to last Saturday, the worst loss of the season, point-wise, lowest scoring, biggest margin of loss against, of course, the Golden State Warriors. And I don't know. I don't even know what to... Okay.
We got some comments?
Yeah. Kawhi is greater than PG. Don't at me. I don't know about that,
well,
Daniel.
We're not going to at you because we don't care. So...
I don't know about that.
Thanks for the input.
Listen, I'm going to take a human with emotions over a cyborg any day. No shade on Kawhi. He's playing well, but, I mean, the Spurs are doing awfully okay without him. So, anyways. The big takeaway for me on Saturday wasn't the massive loss. It was the technical foul that Russ picked up. Listen, and a lot of people might be confused here. He did not get a technical for bumping Klay Thompson. That was stupid. He got a technical for after that, instead of realizing, that was stupid, and walking off. He goes over to the ref and just goes out, and bam, the ref's ready for it. Boop. Technical foul.
Yeah.
Number 16, suspended for a game. That leads to, he's gone last night against the Miami Heat. I'm not going to say him sitting out's the reason we lost, because, I mean...
Yeah, that was...
Listen, Miami is a decent team.
Bro, I was big chilling with the start of that game. Up there in Loud City, just...
You go up 13-0, and here's the thing. I had called a big win. I just expected it to happen. So the game starts off like that, and I'm like, this is exactly what I was anticipating. I'm not even shocked right now, and we're just rolling.
I can't even tell you what happened. Like, Miami couldn't find a way to the basket.
No.
Whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, the lane is just wide open.
Well,
and not only that, you start out the game on the offensive end. Clearly, the game plan was to feed Steven Adams, and it was working at 8 points in the first quarter.
Yeah, 6 assists. Dennis Schroeder was doing a fantastic job at filling in for Russell Westbrook. And then all of a sudden, this pass-first mentality goes into this dribble and drive. And then who knows what? Turn the ball over. 19 turnovers. I think that's the 6th time all season that we've had at least 19 turnovers.
Yeah. And here's the thing.
It wasn't good.
In the NBA, I expected Miami to make a run. I knew this wasn't going to last the whole quarter, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But it got to a point where it's like, I feel like we went into panic mode. Like, oh my gosh.
We just started throwing up shots
and
making these
the game plan was just out the window. I mean, I felt like the Thunder quit feeding the ball to Steven Adams in the second quarter.
This other guy that I coach with, he calls what the Thunder were doing these good luck passes. Good luck. And then, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you hope it gets to its destination. Newsflash. Narrator voice. The pass did not make its destination.
That first quarter Dennis Schroeder pass to Steven Adams in the paint. Or was it to Jeremy Grant?
There were...
You know what I'm talking about? Where he kind of reached around and... I think it was to Adams for a dunk.
He just kind of whipped it?
Yeah, but it was one of the best passes I've seen in a while, yeah.
Yeah. There were a lot of really cool things that happened in that game. It's disappointing that Jeremy Grant, career high, he had some monster, just slice and dice dunks. And here's the thing. We had ways of handling their zone defense, and one of those ways is Russell Westbrook. He's out, and that definitely affected it. And that kind of brings me to this. He cannot do the types of things that he did on Saturday because then it affects the Thunder on Monday.
Yeah.
We're not just talking about... And I'm trying to remember. Do you remember when the technical happened?
I don't.
Talk for like...
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, I have another thought about this Miami game. First of all, Oklahoma City fans are great. They're amazing. The best in the NBA. And I stood up. I gave Dwayne Wade a standing ovation when he came in the game, of course. And I clapped when he made the first little, I think it was like a jump shot or something on the baseline. Thunder up by double digits at this point. So I'm like, oh yeah, good for D Wade. You know, I'm glad to be here because we got to be at Kobe's last game in Oklahoma City, but then
a little bit cooler.
He just kept scoring.
Yeah.
And Thunder fans kept cheering for him. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, stop. It was different. Whoa. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I cheered every single time Kobe scored in Oklahoma City that night. But the difference was the Thunder were up by like 20.
Smacking.
Yeah.
It was
so
clear
it's,
the game
But
was
when
over.
you're losing, I was kind of beside myself. Like, are you guys really still cheering right now?
Cut that out.
Like,
no mas.
Anyways, that's...
Back to what I was saying with the technical on Saturday. Westbrook picks it up. 3:29 left in the first half, and down by 13. The game was still manageable.
Yeah.
Okay? Here's the thing. They were kind of up and running, and we had cut it to 8. So then Russ misses a shot. They hit a 3. Paul George misses a shot.
They hit a 3.
Hits a layup. Oh. Some stuff goes back and forth. Russ gets mad. Gets a technical. Bam. At halftime, all of a sudden, it's an 18-point game. And that all happens in like 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're talking 8 point to 18. And it was
what
over.
happens when you play the Warriors, though. You have such a small
and I get that. And here's the thing.
for
I
error.
wouldn't have even been mad. I mean, I would have been mad. I wouldn't have been like, are you kidding me, about a regular loss. Mm-hmm. I wanted us to play well. Because I know we're in a struggle right now. I know we're in a rut. But for Russ to do that, and then he's just got to know better. He's got to know. I've got 15. I literally can't even, without even saying a word. That's the action that I'm saying. He can't do that the rest of the season.
Yeah.
But bam, well now he's got 2. If he can get 1, if he gets a second one, he's suspended again.
Yeah.
You want to bet he's going to use that next one?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. If he gets suspended again before the regular season, I don't even know what to say anymore. I love the guy, and I'm not going to blame him for the Thunder struggles lately. Because I don't believe you blame one player, just like I don't believe you blame just the coach. Most of the time. But he's got to be better.
I agree.
So
we can agree on that one. What's up next?
All right. Let me pull up my notes real quick. Rough week. Here's the question, and I feel like you've kind of already answered it. Is it time to hit the panic button?
Yes.
Are you like smashing it? Or...
No doubt, no doubt.
No doubt. We need to clarify.
Listen,
some things.
the Thunder aren't going to miss the playoffs because
It's not happening.
my Kings that I predicted to get the 8th seed are like 5 games back.
I've not said a word about that, but
Yeah.
listen, I just don't see it happening. We would have to lose, I think, at this point 8 games, and the Kings would have to win 8 games.
That's what I'm saying. But I definitely feel like falling to 8 is a real possibility.
You think 8 is a possibility?
I do.
Okay.
I don't see how you can't see that.
I mean, it's possible. All things are possible.
Okay.
You know what I mean, though? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like so many. Okay, let's.
I just feel like if you're not worried,
We're not ready to talk about playoffs.
if
but
you're not worried at this point, then you're lying to
here-
yourself.
No. Okay, let's clarify. When I said, and I know what you're talking about, it was last night when I said I'm not even worried. I was talking about I'm not worried about missing playoffs. I'm not worried about falling to the 7 or 8 seed. Am I concerned about the way the Thunder's playing? Of course. Paul George said last night, we're doing all the right things. We're just not winning games. And I'm thinking, bruh.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
saw
know.
that too, and I was like,
I don't, and I get you have to say that, and I think as crazy as that sounds, in a way, it's also kind of right. They're doing a lot of right things, but what do you do when shots aren't falling? Well, they need to make adjustments. What do you do whenever the other team just seems to hit everything? Well, you need to make some adjustments. And I think they might kind of be stuck in this mindset of, well, it was working, but now it's not.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to make some little adjustments, and that's the thing.
but again, does that not fall on coaching?
I mean, maybe. Listen, I don't think Billy Donovan's completely void of blame, but I don't think he's completely to blame.
I know we've talked a lot about the way he coaches, and I get he's not the kind of coach to get up and scream and yell, but I literally, before the half, they've got the little coaches line there, the coaches aren't supposed to. Eric Spoelstra was like literally at half court screaming for them to trap Paul George like a double team, and they weren't doing it, and then Paul George got fouled, and he was just livid. And then I'm looking at the Thunder in crucial situations, and Billy Donovan's just sitting down on the bench. And I'm like, I just want to see some more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just not sure. Like I said, we might win 9-10 games here to end the season, and I'm going to eat my words right now. But
No,
I
get what you're saying.
just feel like
That's
we
fair.
keep coming back to this,
Yeah.
and how long do you do that for?
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
it's too late at this
Yeah,
point.
you're
I mean,
wrong.
we gotta ride with Billy D for the rest of this
Well,
year.
that's another
but-
thing. If you're going to fire the guy, now is not the time.
Well, no, it wouldn't
Who
even be.
are you going to pull up
You wouldn't
right
even.
now?
No, you wouldn't even look at that. I mean, it's not even an option.
Right.
If that were to happen, I would be, I don't know. I
Baffled.
beside myself. Yeah.
All right. You ready to play a game?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what game we're playing, but I've been
Okay.
hearing about it.
Just to let all of our listeners, our viewers, our followers, whatever you are, in on what's going on. I'll let Craig know we're going to play a Thunder word association game. All right, and here's how it's going to work. I've got a list, and after a few, you're going to figure it out pretty quickly. But we're going to move through this list quickly.
Okay.
I'm going to say something, and you're going to say the word, or maybe 2 words that come to mind like that.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Quick.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you focused?
I hope
Okay.
so.
Me too. Don't say anything naughty, man. People listen. Okay, are you ready?
Mhm.
Russell Westbrook.
Out of control. Oh, that was 3.
It's we'll call it hyphenated.
Okay.
Okay. Paul George.
Streaky.
Steven Adams.
I wanted to say soft a little bit.
Oh, that's the point of this exercise. Jeremy Grant.
Athletic.
Terrence Ferguson.
Skinny.
You ready for this curveball? Billy Donovan.
Too chill.
I'm just glad you didn't say fired. Dennis Schroeder.
Love him.
I was going to say patchy. And it's just because of the golden patch. That doesn't even make sense. I know. Nerlens Noel.
More minutes.
That's fair. Man, that's a good point. Markieff Morris.
More minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
We should come back to that because there's some people who feel differently. Abdul Nader.
One-dimensional.
I was hoping you were going to say fewer minutes just so I could start. One-dimensional is fair. Deontay Burton.
Thick.
Raymond Felton.
Thick.
I did that on purpose.
Okay.
Patrick Patterson.
Less minutes.
He's barely playing.
I know.
If he's playing. Okay, Hamidou Diallo.
What happened?
That's, yeah. Dante Grantham.
Don't know.
Who? That was what I... he's the two-way guy that's barely
Yeah.
seen. Andre Robertson.
Gone.
Antonio Daniels.
Put him on the broadcast.
Leslie McCaslin.
Your crush.
Okay, that's fair. I love Leslie McCaslin. I can't decide if I'd rather meet her or Antonio Daniels more.
I feel like this is a lot of pressure.
Okay, here's why I want to do this because it brings out the honesty factor. The things that stood out to me. Let's play.
I'm worried that I wanted to say soft when it comes to Steven
let's
Adams.
play patient therapist here a little bit.
Okay.
All right. First off, things that stood out to me. Russell Westbrook out of control. Listen, he can be under control. Control the chaos. That's like one of his themes. He's not been controlling the chaos. He needs to do that. Steven Adams, you said he's soft. I agree. He needs to be dunking the ball more, and I feel like he's gradually moving back to that. We need that right now. Jeremy Grant, you said athletic.
Yeah.
Man, the dude is a freak right now. And by far, in my opinion, he might be the Thunder's most improved player this year.
No, for sure.
Who else stood out here? You said Nerlens Noel and Markieff Morris, more minutes. Somebody over here thinks that he's bad defensively.
Who?
I think
Who?
Markieff Morris.
Well,
I mean one of our followers.
yeah.
Okay, said that he's bad defensively. I don't think he's bad. I think he is what he is. Okay, did he get crossed up by Steph Curry? Yes. Does 99.9% of the NBA get crossed up by Steph Curry? Yes. Okay, let's move on.
I feel like he has the ability to stretch out the court, and I want to see him get more comfortable playing with this team.
Yes.
And that's why I want to see more minutes.
I think that's part of the defensive side of things. He needs to be able to fit in with what else everybody else is doing. Offensively, I feel like he's been pretty solid.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to take shots.
No,
we know
that's for
that.
sure.
And he's knocked down quite a few. So I'm okay with that. Going down to Deontay and Raymond double thick. I like it. And then Andre, you said gone. That hurts my heart, man.
Me too.
I just want him to be ready for playoffs and then come in for like one game and shock the world. Because I feel like I would be justified in all of my Andre Robertson love. You realize he and Steven Adams are like best friends, right?
No, I get that, and believe me, I saw all of them out Saturday night in Bricktown. I mean, they like him. I don't. Russ has made it clear he does not hang out with people he doesn't like, and so to be out with Russ and when you haven't played all season, I mean, clearly there's a relationship there.
So, somebody said that they think that that they like that Abdul Nader attacks the rim. You said one dimensional, and I think I've influenced you a little bit because I've said when he gets the ball, he's like a black hole. He's going to shoot, he's going to drive to the rim, or that's about it. Now the past couple weeks, he's picked up an assist or two here or there, and I'm happy about that. I think it's awesome. But defensively, he's a bit of a liability. Every once in a while, he'll take a charge, he'll make a big play, whatever that is. But it's still a concern. So,
yeah,
this thus concludes the Thunder Word Association game.
We ever gonna play it again?
Maybe, but I can't just run through. Next time it'll be different.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll throw out some stuff like razzle dazzle. And
Yeah,
you'll have to.
should ask me about Chris Fisher.
I forgot about him, to be honest.
Easy to do.
Let's do a little bit of a season breakdown so far. Okay, and part of this is because the stat head side of me, I got busy looking at some stuff. So right now we are 42-29. That's the exact same record that we were at this point
Disappointment.
last season. That is disappointing. Here's what's even more disappointing is we are on a slide. We've lost is it 10 of the last 14?
Yeah.
9 of the last 14?
It was either 9 or 10.
I think it's 9. I think I said 10 originally, and I tweeted that, and then a bunch of people repeated me, and they were wrong, and I was wrong, and I deleted it and
awkward.
didn't say anything. Anyways, we've lost 9 of the last 14. I think that's right. And last year, we were actually, the next game that's about to happen would be the 7th win in a row. We had a 7-game win streak. So that tells me we have played collectively better than we did last season, but right now we're falling where last year we were kind of peaking a little bit, at least.
Which is what gave us false hope heading into the postseason.
Yeah, we kind of ended the season the same way. Like, I still think, how many wins did we have last year? Was it 48?
Sounds about right. 48, 49. But also there was the whole narrative the whole season long that
We had 48 wins.
the Thunder
I feel
were
like that's
built
stupid.
for the postseason last year.
Last year, well, because of Melo.
Well, I bought into that that's
Listen,
for sure.
He was built for...
You know what? Out of more than anything, I feel like maybe last season is why I'm so pessimistic.
That could
that
be.
ruins
That's fair.
me.
But let's talk some details here, because I didn't send you any of my notes here. I just wanted to get some reaction from you. So
You didn't want to steal
this
me,
year,
so.
how many double-digit wins do you think we have? Out of 42 wins, how many do you think
20.
those are by... Did I send you that stat?
Yeah, you sent me. You definitely did. You sent me
Did
the
I really?
screenshot. Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna pretend like you didn't though. I should have said, "Nah, man."
I totally thought... Oh, you're right, I did. Okay, so then you know double-digit losses.
10.
10.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good stat. Is it not?
Yeah.
Okay. This is where it gets a little murky. 1 possession games. We're 5 and 6. That's not terrible. Especially when you take a look at who the 1 possession games are at. That's not a lot of 1 possession games. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Overtime record.
I would say that's the best part about that stat.
Yeah. Overtime record. We're 2-2. Not bad, but not terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me give you some more breakdown. Okay. So as far as wins and losses go, we've had 7 wins by at least 20 points. We've only had 1 loss by that much. That was against the Warriors. And then single-digit wins, we've had 22. We've had 19 single-digit losses. Here's what I'm taking away. We're not getting blown out a lot. I feel like we've done more blowing other teams out of the water than we have been getting blown out.
Yeah.
But
to me, that's kind of I don't know. I don't care what we're losing by.
Consolation prize,
Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
yeah. I don't care what we're losing by. I mean, a loss is a loss. So
I guess here's my point. What's the one word we've talked about all season about this team?
resilient.
Resilient.
Mm-hmm.
We got smacked on Saturday. We got embarrassed yesterday after leading by a bunch. This team is resilient. Why can't they bounce back?
No, I hear you. And this was me last week saying this, but we made fun of who was it that the Thunder beat in overtime?
The Jazz?
Yeah, remember the headline? Are the Jazz more resilient than we think?
Yes.
Kind of laughed at that. And so I feel like, to now look at Thunder, yeah, they may be resilient, but I don't care how resilient they are if they're not getting a win. You know what I'm saying?
I do, but my point is, past games aside, which I know you can't just ignore them, but moving forward, are we capable of hanging with any team in the West?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we just got to figure out what that means. How do we get back to that? All right? Fair?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. As of now, it is Tuesday, March 19th at 7:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Daylight savings is come and gone. Wrecked my children's sleep schedules. We're finally back on something normal-ish. But
Can
anyway,
we just get rid of that?
for real.
Why don't the farmers just wake up earlier?
Come on, farmers.
Why do they have to make the rest of us do that?
All right, so we are...
So selfish.
Do you know what seed we are right now?
6.
We're 6th. Okay. A couple stats here. We're 2.5 games back of the 3 seed, which is not terrible. It's definitely doable. We are only 1 game ahead of the 8th seed. Hold on, what do we got here? I would disagree that an easy schedule and PG's skills masked the Thunder's issues all season long. I think it's more a result of people figure things out. It's a long season. You have to make adjustments. That's fine. We haven't looked good since the All-Star break. I would agree. I don't know about a few games before. Maybe 1 game before. But anyways. Somebody else said, everyone seems to be improving and finding their identity while OKC is regressing and losing theirs.
Agreed.
I don't know. What does that mean? Everyone's finding their identity.
It means we've lost.
Listen, I get
9
we've
out
lost
of
a lot of games, but it's not like we're having this existential crisis of who are we? Who are we, Craig? I don't know. It's whatever. Let's get back to topic here. Playoff picture. It's not looking super great right now. Stuck in the 6th seed. Thunder's remaining schedule. Do you even know anything about what's going on with the remaining schedule? Did I send you those notes?
No.
Good. Ready to shock you here. You know how many home? We've got 11 games left.
A lot of those are at home. I do know that.
We
Right?
got 7 home games.
Yeah.
4 on the road. That's good news.
Yeah.
Okay, because our record at home was pretty solid. We've been struggling lately against the games at home. We've got 5 against teams
We're only
that,
one game worse than Golden State, which is crazy.
at home,
Yeah.
and they lost to the Suns at home. Just saying. Okay, focus. We've got of the 7 games at home, we've got 5 against teams that are above 500, and 2 against teams that are less than 500. Okay, against the 7 teams, we're 2-1 at home and 2-4 on the road. Not great. 4-5 overall. Against the teams that are less than 500 that we have to play, we're 4-6 on the season. Okay, that would be Dallas, the Lakers, the Grizzlies, and who's left? Help me out here. No clue.
On the road?
No. We've got another sub 500 team that we should be beating.
You said Memphis, right?
Minnesota,
Okay.
who we have not beaten at all because they're cursed. So, anyways, we've got a struggle here with the remaining schedule. Admittedly, let's take a look at some other teams: Houston, Portland, San Antonio, Utah, and the Clippers. Basically, every other team that we're fighting in position for, they all play more sub 500 teams than they do above 500 teams.
Of course.
The Thunder has the hardest schedule by far of those. But here's some key moments here. Houston and San Antonio both have more road games than they do home games. All right. Houston is 18-16 on the road. San Antonio is, are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
13-22 on the road. All right. I think that means something. Now I get it; they're streaking right now.
Yeah.
But I'm just laying it out there.
They
All
have
right.
not lost since the Jonas Brothers got back together.
Man, don't bring that in.
that is a
Don't bring
fact.
the Jonas Brothers into this. Adding on, Portland and Utah had the same number of home and road games. Portland is 17-18 on the road, and Utah is 18-17 on the road. So, out of all those teams, Houston is slightly better than the Thunder on the road, but not much. Somebody said you look like the U.S. version of Steven Adams, and I know that's not the first time that you've heard
It's
that.
not the first time.
So,
Thank you.
compliment
I'm
taken.
taking
am
it
I
as a
right?
compliment.
Definitely, for sure. So my point here is, you legitimately think where is the Thunder going to fall? Final playoff standings. We talked about this today. Don't change your answer. Don't make me look foolish.
I said 8th.
You said 8th.
Mhm.
I'm even going to give you 7th or 8th.
Okay.
Because I think we're going to finish.
I would rather be 8th than 7. As long as it stays at the top with 1 and 2. I'd rather play Golden State in the first round than Denver. Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's just what I'm feeling right now.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're at 4 or 5. And I'm not sure. I think Denver has a good chance. Now, Denver has an even tougher, almost as tough schedule as the Thunder does. But they do have 9 games against teams that are over 500. And 6 of those are on the road. I'm not really sure how ours is tougher than theirs. It just must be the...
Not really sure how those numbers make sense.
I think
but
it's just who we're playing.
Yeah.
And let me get back to our schedule in a minute. But I do think there's a chance Denver could pass Golden State. Because right now they're tied in the standings. I think Golden State's got the tiebreaker. Yeah, they do. So, here's the thing. We can't play I hope we finish here so we don't have to play this team. Bring it on. I don't care who it is. Let's go. All right. Speaking of our schedule, do you know who we play in our season finale on the road?
Yes.
Who is that?
Milwaukee.
Do you know where Milwaukee is right now in the standings?
I do not.
Come on, man.
First.
Of course they're first. First in the East. They're 2.5 games up. Here's what I'm thinking. They're going to finish strong. They're going to stay number 1. And what are they going to do in that last game of the season in a game that really doesn't matter for their playoff standings? They're probably going to rest some guys. Now, I'm not saying I want the easy way out, but I'll take all the easy wins.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, that game is up there as one of the toughest games left, if not the toughest game left.
I see what you're saying.
And I don't know if it is. I'm just, once again, I'm trying to be optimistic here. Okay? Are you ready for the sad truth?
Yeah, hit me.
Do you know how many playoff series the Thunder has played in franchise history? Did I send you this stuff?
8.
Close. 18. Not years.
Yeah, see, I was thinking
Series.
years. My bad.
I did send you the stat.
Yeah.
18 playoff series in franchise history. The Thunder has only been the
Time out.
underdog
Did you
seed.
say close when I said 8?
Yeah.
Close.
I was being funny.
I was thinking, I knew we missed the first 2 seasons, and that's... We missed another one.
First season and then the one where KD was hurt.
Yeah.
So, 18 playoff series. The Thunder has been the underdog seed in 8 of those. We've only won 2 of them. Yikes.
Yeah.
Now, listen. I understand these statistics are fun to talk about, but here's the thing. And this is where I stand. The playoffs is like another season from this year. These playoffs are different from every other playoffs that have ever been played. You can't just rely on a stat and expect that to be the case.
Yeah.
Could, not will, but could the Thunder just all of a sudden wake up and start smashing in the playoffs? They could. Would we rather them start playing better now?
Yes.
100%.
Please.
Yes. Definitely. No doubt. No doubt.
No doubt.
Okay? You got anything else to add on there about playoffs?
What's up?
You got anything else to add there about the playoffs?
No.
I'm just going to say I don't see us making the 3 seed. I think the 4 or the 5 definitely in play. And maybe I am lying to myself. I don't know. We will see.
We'll see. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just... What I'm seeing right now is not promising. That's all.
It's ugly.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Let's sidestep the NBA really quickly. Let's talk a little March Madness.
Ooh, let's do it.
Because I don't know if everyone realizes this or not, but we are college basketball experts. Not at all. You know how many,
not even close.
You know how many college basketball games I've watched this year? Guess. I guarantee you it's more than you think, but go ahead.
3.
I've probably watched 5 or 6.
Okay.
And here's the thing. I wouldn't call myself a fair weather Oklahoma State fan, but if they're sucking, I ain't really down for that. I got other things I got to do. And
I hear you.
Too often there's a
here's
Thunder
the
game
problem
on.
is like college basketball is boring enough as it is.
See, since I've listen, and let me bring another side to it. Since I've coached for a year, I feel like there's the talent level's not there, so they have to rely on structure, and I feel like I'm learning as I'm watching.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah. No, I love the tournament. I love March. Regardless if OU's playing it or not, it's fun.
Right.
And then
Fair.
every now and again, you know, like a guy comes around who's a game changer. This year it's Zion. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun to watch those kind of players. But when it's a year where there's just not that one guy out there who's just crazy ahead of everybody else, it's kind of just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel
That's
like you're just watching a bunch of guys who aren't good enough to be in the NBA. As bad as that sounds.
But is that not cool at the same time?
Yeah.
Guys? I don't know. I don't know. Good for them. Getting an education. Not Zion. He's going to the NBA.
Definitely.
He's probably got somebody doing his homework.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
maybe he's a smart guy.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe he is. For real, though. I mean, I think I will say that after the injury, after busting out of his shoe and all that stuff, I like that he's been like, all those people that say that I should be done, Nah.
Yeah.
And that he's coming back, I like that.
Who was it that was so good that they became ineligible? They just quit doing school. Who was like? I feel like it was only 2-3 years ago.
I honestly have no idea.
I feel like they're just like they were NBA bound. They didn't even care anymore at that point.
I have no. We talking about Derrick Rose having somebody take the SATs for him, or?
Anywho, let's talk about our brackets.
All right. I don't want to go into all the details. A couple topics I want to cover.
We're not going to talk about each team. I'm just kidding.
All 68 of them. Which there are games going on right now, right? Right.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
so. NIT started. I know that.
No, I'm talking about the playing games. Aren't they tonight? There's a couple tonight. Come on, man. Don't make me look foolish right now. I'm pretty sure there's a couple playing games. They don't really matter. Because I don't think... Yeah. We've got Farley Dickinson and Prairie View A&M all tied up.
Go Prairie.
Middle of the second. And then Temple Belmont, they play tonight. And then I think there's 2 more tomorrow. Yeah. North Carolina Central plays North Dakota State. And then St. John's and Arizona State play tomorrow. Okay, so here's what I want to ask. First question.
Mm-hmm.
First round upsets. Letting our viewers, our listeners, in on if they can get their bracket in on time. Who are you going with as far... And listen, if you want to bring up 8-9 upset, that's fine. But I'm talking...
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm talking real upsets, man.
To me, I always take the 12-5. That's statistic.
Like all the 12-5s?
No, but
Okay.
I mean, if I'm going to pick an upset, like statistically, there's been more 12-5 upsets than any other. And so...
So what you're telling me is you're not taking a 16-1 upset like last year happened?
No. Well, I mean... who
What
knows?
if Virginia blew it again?
Dude. I would laugh so hard. It'd
So
be
would I.
hilarious. I am going to take Liberty over Mississippi State, though. That's happening.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Just because Liberty sounds cool?
Just because that's the 12-5 that I went with.
All right. What else?
I'm also
Anything?
going to take, again, Oregon over Wisconsin.
I don't know where that's at. Which bracket?
That's in
Which
the
region?
South.
South side. I feel like I definitely took that also. I'm going to have to do a quick little find. Yeah. 12-5 Oregon over Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro. Me too. I'll take that. What else?
Do I have any
Did you
others?
take the OU over Ole Miss upset?
I did not. I'm picking Ole Miss.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're...
Here's the thing. I wanted to pick Ole Miss because I think OU is not finishing the season well at all. But I felt like I would be an anti-homer if I didn't pick them.
No, here's
So I
the thing.
took it.
I'm not doing it.
That's
I'm not
so
taking
wild.
OU.
Wow.
It's a win-win.
Okay.
If Ole Miss wins, I'm like, hey, my bracket's still intact. If OU wins, I'm like, sweet.
Be honest, though. Do you have either team beating Virginia?
No.
Not a chance. Okay.
No.
Other upsets. Let's see. I actually picked New Mexico State over Auburn. That's a 12-5.
12-5. Yeah, I got that one too.
Did you? Is there a 12-5 you didn't pick?
Yeah, I did not take...
You didn't take Murray State? You didn't take Murray State?
Is that the one?
I took Murray State over Marquette.
No, I took Marquette, yeah.
Ah, man. See, wait, did I take 3 12s? Oh, man. Okay,
So I took 3 out of 4. Yeah.
that's wild. Why did we do that?
I love it. I just that's the one.
I think my biggest upset, are you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 14-3.
Really?
I took Yale over LSU.
Okay. I ain't mad
Part
at
of
it.
that's because one of my friends from high school, his name's Derek, he went to Yale on a full ride. He's a doctor now at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. One of the smartest guys I've ever met in my life. He's way much more smarter than I am.
Much more smarter.
So I picked Yale. I did take Murray State over Marquette. I took Vermont over Florida State. I took the Arizona State, San Jose State winner over Buffalo, just because, nah, man, I don't really like the Bills. And I know it's NFL and not college, but nah, man, I'm not taking Buffalo.
I feel like we just keep disqualifying ourselves from this March Madness talk.
Listen,
Hopefully it's entertaining.
Statistically speaking, more people who know nothing about college basketball win money from these things than people that actually know stuff.
Did you hear about Warren Buffett?
Facts. What?
He's doing, again, like every year, he offers $1 million
Yeah.
for the rest of your life if they can get the Sweet 16 right. You don't have to
Wait.
get the whole bracket.
He's doing just a Sweet 16?
Just the Sweet 16. But you have to be one of his employees.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
for anybody. But
How much
people-
money would you spend? Wait, is it just one bracket? They only get one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
How much money would you spend to get help on that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Pretend you're an employee making how much? Surely they make what, 6 figures?
Oh yeah.
100,000. Let's just minimum $100,000. How much would you spend in one sitting to try to get help on that?
How many kids do I have?
I don't know, man. What? It's on my 3rd day out here. I don't. Well, I've got my 4th on the way. I'm gonna say 1,000.
I was gonna way higher.
Oh,
I was gonna go like $5,000. Listen, but here's the question. Here's the question: is if you win, do you have to keep your job there? Because if I'm guaranteed $1 million for the rest of my life, I'm out of that office job.
Surely not.
I'll find a hobby to keep me busy. I'm not just gonna do nothing.
Well, yeah.
But I'm not working an
I'm
office
gonna be a
job.
streamer.
Just play video games.
Video games, and man, we'll just sit here and talk about Thunder 8 hours a day. I don't care.
I'm with it.
I don't care. Tune in and watch me eat Cheetos. It's
You
whatever.
want to talk about our Elite Eight or our Final Four?
At that point, you think I care about numbers? I'm still talking about upsets here. I've got Florida over Nevada.
I really didn't
10-7.
take that many upsets.
I've got Seton Hall over Wofford, mostly because I don't like Wofford. Not the school, just the name weirds.
I thought it was Wofford.
It may be.
I've got them beating Seton Hall and then losing to Kentucky.
Okay, so let's talk Final Four. Who you got? Mine's not exciting.
It's not?
No.
Is it very...
It's pretty...
I've only got one seed.
Okay, I got 3.
Okay, I've got Duke, obviously.
Okay.
And then I've got in the East-West matchup, I've got Duke and Texas Tech.
Same.
Red Raiders. Nice.
Same.
And then South Midwest, I've got Purdue and Houston.
My wife is from Indiana, and I had her fill out a bracket, and naturally she went with Purdue because they're from Indiana. So she picked them to win. Who was your other one? Purdue and...
Houston.
That's some Kelvin Sampson action going on. You know they lost to Cincinnati. Cincinnati. I don't know why I said it like that. You know they lost, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with it.
Okay. Well, I've got, let's see. I've got Virginia, North Carolina over there.
Okay.
And then in your ship, I'm guessing you've got Houston beating Duke?
No, I've got Duke winning it all.
To Houston, though.
Yes.
Okay. I've got North Carolina beating Duke in the 4th meeting of the season.
That would be
What's
fun.
your score?
84-78.
That's a lot of points, man.
I know.
I went 71-69.
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
isn't it crazy to say that like 84-78 is a high scoring compared to like NBA numbers? You know what I mean?
Well, but you got to realize how much time is played, and
there's like 8 less minutes.
I'm typing a little bit here because I'm asking Twitter how many games they think the Thunder's going to win this week.
Hopefully more than last week.
We've got let's talk about it. Weekly forecast.
Mm-hmm.
We've got versus Toronto, at Memphis.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
And we're only going to talk about Memphis because our next show isn't going to be until right before the game. So we will talk about it again next week, I'm sure. But let's talk about it now. So, first off, I feel like it's pretty easy to talk about Toronto twice. We play them at home first. We play them at Toronto next. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go? Because I got lots of things to say.
You got lots of stuff to say. I'll just say I think we win at home, lose on the road.
Okay. I agree, but here's how I feel about it. Toronto gets the benefit because they play on the road first.
Mm-hmm.
If they win, all the pressure's off. And I get it. I believe they're still fighting for. They're trying to catch Milwaukee. I don't know if they're going to. Let me look. 2.5 games back, I think it was. Yeah, they're 2.5 games back in Milwaukee. I don't think they're going to catch them. That's just how it be. And I'm pretty sure that Milwaukee's going to have the... Does Milwaukee have... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they've got the tiebreaker, if I remember. Sorry, I got distracted. I'm pretty sure that Milwaukee's got the tiebreaker there. So Toronto's definitely fighting. But at the same time, I feel like if they beat the Thunder in Oklahoma City, then that takes the pressure off them to try to win the 1-1. Everybody thinks they're going to split.
Right.
Everybody that's anybody, I feel like
I'll be ecstatic if they get both.
dude,
I'll be feeling.
thrilled.
I'll be
Finals?
feeling.
We're going to the finals.
I don't know about that, but it'll definitely be a good start to getting back to
That'd be fantastic.
I mean, I feel like the main issue right now is the confidence is low.
Will we not be slightly happy if we just win one of them?
Oh,
honestly?
for sure. For sure.
What if we lose tomorrow and then somehow win on the road?
Well, that would be great too. Either way. But if they lose both of them?
Both.
If we lose both of them,
Breakfast.
I'm very worried.
Listen, if we lose tomorrow night, I'm going to march down to the arena and give those boys a stern talking to. Because Nick Collison deserves a win. We didn't even hardly mention it, but
Oh, yeah.
his jersey's going up in the Raptors. I think I mentioned it.
Well, I feel like we talked about it a lot when it first was
Yeah,
announced.
that's true. Listen, all I want to say on the matter is he without a doubt deserves it. There's no doubt in my mind that he deserves it. Anybody that thinks that he doesn't deserve it has lost their mind. He is everything that the Thunder represents. I love the guy. Steven Adams loves the guy. Russell Westbrook loves the guy. Anybody who knows the guy loves the guy. I love the guy. Okay? So we're going to agree splitting with the Raptors, right?
Yeah.
And that brings us to on the road against the Grizzlies on Monday? It's Monday.
Yeah.
Spring break's over. I'll have to go back to school. It's okay. Thoughts?
I'm gonna say 2-1.
I feel like 2-1 is by far fair.
The best the best possibility.
I think 3-0 is possible.
It is.
2-1 is necessary. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say that.
yeah.
Necessary. 1-2, I'm mad. 0-3,
I'm over it.
just roll over. Call it a season. Pack it up. Let's go home.
Ready to be done.
No more Thunder, guys. I feel like we've said
Forever.
that a lot this
Yeah,
season.
we have. I feel like we say that every season.
Every season. I just want to be back in the finals, man. It's been so long.
One day. Maybe.
Maybe.
not. Maybe not.
Does
Maybe
Russell Westbrook not deserve it?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
He does. Got
Yeah.
anything else?
that's it, man. Well, I hate to end on such a sad note. But
It's okay. Hey, 2-1, bare minimum. 3-0, we're gonna fight for it. If you're not already, follow us on Twitter at the Thunder Guys. We're live tweeting every single game, chatting it up, trying to talk to fans, trying to keep you guys positive. Man, some people just need to put a smile on them. Fake it till you make it. It's all right.
what I
Win
do
streak's
every day.
coming. We're gonna win. I ain't even that worried. Well, I'm a little worried, but it's okay. We're gonna figure it out. Until next time, go ahead and keep that Thunder in the up position. No need to consult the doctor. It's okay. Anything else, Craig?
that's it, man.
All right. Till next week, Thunder up.